Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Real Estate with Ryan on a Saturday. So excited to be with you in the studio talking a little real estate. If you're tuning in the first time, my name's Ryan Coleman, owner, founder of Hometown Realty, and glad to be with you talking a little real estate. It is Happy Mother's Day edition. So happy to be here in the studio. Now, my mother is not here with us, obviously. She's gone, moved on to heaven, and we miss her greatly. But my wife is now a mother and her mother, and so we're celebrating all the mothers out there on this weekend. Happy Mother's Day for all that you do. So this show's just for you. We're going to talk a little Mother's Day, what mom may want on Mother's Day to give her that extra special treatment. And then we'll talk a little real estate. If you're thinking about buying or selling, what makes mom happy if you're keeping the home? What improvements you can do to add value down the road that may increase your home's value? And guess what? Already, it won't even be on the market long, but it will sell super, super fast. So these are things that if you're going to make the renovations, you're going to spend the money. That old saying, get the bang for your dollar, your bang for your buck, you're going to do that. And we're going to talk about that with Real Estate with Ryan. Listen, I hope you guys have been with me in this crazy, what is it, almost first part, half of the year? Is it hard to believe? My daughter just graduated kindergarten the other day. Super proud moment. I think tears are coming down my eyes. I know they were. So my little daughter graduated kindergarten, and it's just this year, how quickly has everything gone? It's just the year is going by so quick. Birthday's coming next month, and before you know it, we'll be talking Christmas. We'll be doing Christmas jingles. Is that it? Are you guys feeling what I'm feeling? How quickly the market and this year is gone? Good to hear that the mask mandate and everything with COVID and all that has been lifted by Governor Lee. So we're trying to get back to a normal life. It's been challenging, but I can tell you the real estate market is on fire. Some properties that we're selling, record time, multiple offers. Just got done selling a whole subdivision in Sevierville. I think we sold, Nick, 4, 5, 6 of the cabins out there in the subdivision. So hopefully our message is is getting out to referrals. That's how we build our business. So if you guys listen to us on the radio, if you're tuning in for the first time, if you know anybody that's thinking about buying or selling in this market, give us a call. It's an easy number. We love to talk to them. No commitment, but we'd be honored to at least have that call, have that conversation. Just because it's a hot market doesn't mean that the house sells itself. I was chatting with the new agent that came on with my team, and we were kind of talking about where the market is and everything that goes on. And we have a new puppy. His name's Zeke, a little Doberman puppy. And we talk about how the market is and how fast-paced everything is moving. And, there's a lot of anxiety in the marketplace. Buyers are coming from out of state. We're working with a client today, and they're in Idaho. They're making an offer. It's 2 days on the market. They've already got 3 offers, right? You kind of heard that song, that story. That's kind of where we're at in the marketplace. It's in a rural area, but now cash is king. They're going to do cash offer, but we're already $100,000 above list price. And so how do we get past that anxiety? How do we get buyers calmed down? And I was just kind of reaching out to her and just saying, the conference call that I got off of was talking about this. And we said, listen, we got to be pack leaders. So if you ever watch Cesar Millan, big dog whisperer guy, he talks about being pack leader, calm, assertive energy, right? Calm, assertive energy. As a great agent, as a great broker, we've got to help our clients to be calm, assertive. Because when we get anxious, and the market's enough to be anxious. You got COVID, you've got job loss, you've got rising house prices, you got lumber that's going off the charts in pricing. There's a lot to be anxious about, especially if you're moving from the West Coast to the East Coast and schools. So the biggest thing that we can talk about is having a great agent in your corner can be that pack leader, calm, assertive energy that can walk you through the process. So we'll always be honored to do that. Easy number, if you're tuning in again first time, 693-SOLD or ryancoleman.org. Got some congrats before we get into the show. Congrats to Murray Road on closing. Winding Way Drive closing, congrats. Elm Grove Street, congrats. West Depot just closed, 610 over there at Regis, congrats. 2332 Bainbridge, congrats. Tarleton Avenue, congrats. Another Regis building at 412. By the way, we're moving those units over in Regis. We've only got under 18, 17. So we're going down. And then here in June, below, all the shopping and restaurants are opening up. So you make sure if you're interested in the condo downtown, there's not a better place to be than Riga Square. So make sure you check out those on my website as well. Bellevue Road just went under contract. South Long Hollow Road in Maryville, Powder Mill Road, and then Sunrise Drive in Kingston. We've got more, but I can't go through the whole show talking about those. So let's talk about some tips for mom during Mother's Day. If you fathers or husbands out there or your girlfriend, what is important for mom? Well, what is important? I know my wife was already talking about that my daughter said that they're going to pamper her with a little spa time, little massage, the whole works. Kinsley said, Ryan, Daddy, we're going to get mommy a massage. We're going to get her nails done. We're going to get the pedicure. We're going to do the whole thing. So if you're thinking about something, having a good idea, maybe get her a gift card or something so she can go get pampered. With everything going on, I think, us fathers out there, we're always busy. We're always moving. We're always shaking. We're trying to be the lion out there and hunt the kill, right? We're out there working and out there doing to provide for our families, but we really need to sit back and look. We all know who the glue is in our family, and that's our mothers and how they take care of our kids and everything that goes on that us men, at least in my household, when everything hits the fan, mama's right there to be that calm, assertive energy, right? She's very, very strong there. So let's take this special day. Obviously, it should be 365 days a year. Celebrate mom. Most importantly, they want to spend time with the kids. So if this weekend, if you can do anything, put business aside, put the phone aside as much as you can. Do some fun activities outside with the kids and family. Nothing goes long and a special note. We all get busy. Sometimes you may want to just give them a quick note, quick kindness. Say out the door, just say, hey, know you're busy. Here's a note. Just thinking about your mom, how much I love you. So important, so important. I know one thing that we talked about this week, Mother's Day is probably not the time that we want mama cooking. It's a time that we can get out, we can do for her, for all that she's done. And let's take her out to a nice restaurant, maybe cater, come up with some creative ideas, a little picnic or something. Hopefully the weather's good. So get mom out, get her away from cooking and doing all those kind of things. Now, if you're like my wife, probably a clean house is key. That means probably her not cleaning it. So what can we do there? Maybe we need to get the maids in. Maybe we need to get a cleaning service. Even if it's for a month, maybe it's 2, maybe it's during the summer season, because a clean house, clean environment is going to make mom happy. And guys, happy wife, happy life. So these are just some little tips that I've thought. Actually kind of, don't tell him, but I kind of cheated and got those from the internet a little bit, but kind of tied our family into it and then use some tips, but just some ideas. If you're thinking, it's not the big gift, it's not the big diamonds, it's not the big earrings, it's the small things, it's the gesture, it's the thought. And as everybody's going through so much, no arguing, no stress. Let them sleep in and understand that process throughout is stressful. This is a stressful time. And be good with mom. Let her have fun. Let her enjoy the kids. What's most important. So as we come up on the second half of the show, we'll talk about some fixing, some repairing. Where's your money going? Are you thinking about selling now? Maybe not now in this crazy market, but in the next couple of years, you may be thinking about selling. Maybe it's getting to the point where the kids are, it's going to be that time. They're going off to college, leaving the house. Could be empty nesters. You don't need as much space as you have now. So it's time to sell. And what do you need to do now that if you can invest while things are relatively low for interest rates, maybe you need to take out a small equity line, maybe you take a home improvement loan, maybe it's just shopping, no materials are high, maybe you DIY it, right? Maybe there's a lot of things that you can do if you put it on your list, maybe those flooring, kitchens, different things like that. Maybe it's upgrade those baths, right? Change out fixtures. We'll talk about that more in the second half. What makes sense, what the market is trending, what's going to give you the highest sale. And at the end of the day, what makes mom happy? It's Mother's Day, right? What makes mom happy? These renovations, while you still live in the house, so many people that we come and sell the property and they make the push at the very, very end, they make the push and they're like, honey, the house is beautiful. Why don't we just keep it? They get to the very end, they do all the renovations just to put it on the market. Why don't we do a little renovations next couple of years or next year so you can enjoy it? And then when you sell it, all the stress is out the door. Listen, we're coming on a break. Again, Mother's Day edition, talking a little real estate with Ryan here in the studios. You know, we're proud sponsors of the Vols. Excited for those guys and all that's coming this year. So stay with us here on the other side of the break.
Knoxville and East Tennessee. The region is known for its rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. There's no better place to work, live, or raise a family. Home is where your story begins. Buying or selling your home is a big decision, and you need a real estate team you can trust.
I'm Ryan Coleman with Hometown Realty, your hometown experts. Whether you're buying or selling a home, let us develop a winning game plan for you.
Hometown Realty is East Tennessee's #1 real estate group and a proud sponsor of the Vols.
Your friend promised we wouldn't be homeless.
He promised. He's doing everything to fix it.
You need to call and have him fix it now.
Hey, ma'am.
Found us a house.
No, not yet. Let me call you back. We're working on it.
Ryan Coleman with Hometown
He says he's doing the best he can do, honey.
Well, he's taking too long. I knew we should have gone with Ryan Coleman.
Choosing the right agent is never easy.
Call your hometown experts. We'll take care of all the details and make sure you don't get stuck in a motel. All right, guys, thanks for coming back. You're talking a little real estate with Ryan. Ryan Coleman in the house. Isn't that weird announcing you're saying Ryan Coleman in the house? Yeah, it's cool, man. You get to do that on your own show, so it's kind of fun. So it's Mother's Day edition. We're talking a little real estate. We're talking about what makes mom happy, because that's most important, right? I talked about it in the first half. Happy wife. Happy life. So guys, get that, figure that out this weekend. Hope you do something special for your mom, their mom. I know it's going to be a special week for us. For my wife, her mother, my mother-in-law, and just celebrating all that they do, spend a little time. So now in this second part of the show, we're talking about a little real estate. So not only do we make mom happy, what's some renovations that we can do? Whether we're selling this year in this crazy market, maybe it's going to be the next year or two out. Kids are leaving, maybe I need to downsize, whatever your reason is. What are the tips that I can do that's going to gain the most resale value and, right, enjoy while I'm there. Enjoy while I'm there. As I was saying in the first part of the break, how many people that we help sell their property, they get everything done last minute. Maybe you guys are listening. I think that's probably been you guys, right? You have been there. I've probably been to your house and you said, Ryan, look at this house. It's beautiful. It's everything that we wanted. And we do it right before we put the house in the market, right? Because we all kind of live in chaos. Let's be real. We all live in chaos. You see the homes that we walk through. And we walk through them, and you know nobody lives like that perfectly, right? At least most people don't, right? So it's the push, it's the kids, it's the dogs, it's spring cleaning, it's the garage. We have too much stuff, right? So it's getting it there, and it's trying to maintain that with all of our crazy lives and hectic schedule to keep it like that. And then once you have it like that, and it's ready for the next buyer, it's like, oh my goodness, this is everything. Why are we leaving? It's so beautiful. So enjoy it. Let's just do some updating. If you do decide to sell, you've done these things. You know they're going to have a higher return on value, and you're going to enjoy it. And then ultimately, your mama is going to be happy. And that's what we aim to do on Mother's Day. So let's talk about number one tip that you can do. And it happens to all of us that will help increase showings, stronger offers, and really just give that buyer that good feeling. You know, buying a home, if it's your personal residence, even investment, but more personal residence, you know, your home, you're going to live that forever home. This is what we're talking about. And having the home freshly painted or strong within the last 2 years is important. I have kids, I have dogs, there's handprints, right? Just time in the bathrooms over time, you know, those areas, splashing, whatever. You need to freshen them up. Nothing looks worse than the paint job is faded or there's prints. It takes away from the rest of the house. So improving on painting is number one. Nearly a quarter of the sellers who do home improvements sell their home above list price compared to 16% who don't. It's an easy number. Add 16% to the value of your home. If we do some improvements, we're on top of it, we're going to get more money. And thankfully, you don't have to spend months doing those. And there's a lot of DIY projects that we're talking about. And then maybe you're that outdoor person. I think my wife wants flowers and we're doing the mulch beds. So my plan is to hopefully at least get the material and stuff and get all that completed this weekend for her. That's the goal. You know, I hope I can get it all done, but it makes her happy. So these are things that curb appeal, painting, things like that really make a big difference. So one of the big colors now is gray. Everybody knows it's safe that a color gray has been trending for the last couple of years. You're seeing it in new constructions, right? You know, your initial cost investment depends on the size of the home. Obviously, the bigger the home, the more money, but it could be about $2,000 to $4,000 in cost, especially if you buy the paint yourself. Now, you pay somebody, it may get more costly, but, you know, maybe the fall or wintertime is a good time to hire painters. Maybe there's a time or season that we can find these vendors where they're not super busy that you can really get a good deal. So painting is key. Gray is neutral. Remember, if you're thinking about selling, just because you love a certain color, think about resale. Maybe you've got that yellow kitchen or that yellow dining room that you loved it, you know, and it's worked for you for years and makes your wife happy, which is cool. And we want to do that. But let's think about selling it. Is that big bird kitchen or that dining room, is it going to stand off in pictures? So we just had one over in Winding Way, perfect example. And I was talking to them. And so we painted the kitchen and we painted the dining room. Looked lovely. Did I mention that we sold it the first day or two? Got above list and everybody's happy. So little things. The rest of the house is great. Things make a difference like that. Attention to the details, my friends. Attention to details. They say the devil's in the details. So these are things, again, if you're there going to paint it, think about a neutral color. Landscaping. Now is the perfect time with the season, everything going on. Do a little landscaping, a little mulch. Yes, it may not last years, but think about trees. Think about planting different bushes. Maybe some bushes that really got overgrown. You want to take some investment, take time to get the yard looking right. Remember, if the buyer will not pull up and want to schedule that appointment or will not call your agent for a showing, that means the curb appeal is not right. It has to get them at the curb, because if they're not excited by curb appeal, then they're not going to come in the front door. And that's the goal. That's how we make the sale. Flooring, there's all types of flooring, different types. You know, we use a different type of flooring because of our dogs and our high traffic areas. And there's a lot of different products out now that are sleek, make a luxury look, and, you know, are very reasonable in pricing. So think about flooring. If you have carpet, is carpet an option? Do you have animals? What is popular? A lot of people are going to professional flooring. Some will expect to pay $10 to $12 a foot, but it really just varies. Some will go up to $30 a square foot for wood. But there's a lot of great deals out here, so keep that in mind. And that may be too expensive. But if you're going to sell, look at a flooring upgrade in some of your bathrooms, especially if the bathrooms and vanities are a little dated. You know, a bathroom updates, everybody says this, listen, guys, and I know you've heard it 1,000 times. Kitchens and baths, right? Kitchens and baths, that's where the money's at. You know, so if you're going to spend money, when you reinvest in those areas, not only making your mama happy, your wife happy, but it's helping your reinvestment. So you can justify that, guys. You guys with the budget, justify that it's going to sell, what did you say, 16% more, or kitchens and bath, depending on the product. Granted, could even increase double that. Just depends on what you do. So look at your bathroom updates and understand that that's a big deal. So we recently did in our home, started changing out we had some new construction. We changed out some fixtures in the beginning. We started looking at the lighting. And most people don't look at lighting, but lighting is a big deal. Updating your lighting fixtures at a reasonable budget, and you can start in different areas. We started in our kitchen, we started in our dining room, and then we start carrying throughout the house. The initial cost, really, if you think about it, is really, really, really low. So that being said, pick what areas you think that would work best. And go with that route. There's a lot of lighting. There's a light fixture store. I can't think of it in town. I don't give them too much props, but there's a big lighting fixture store in town. And we took a little bit of time to walk through there versus the box stores, your Lowe's, your Home Depot and stuff like that. And they had a lot of really cool stuff that can give that house a lot of flair, especially your kitchens, some different areas. Really makes a big, big difference. I don't know what your return over return for lighting would be, but these are things that I thought in this show would make a difference. Lighting, painting, updating your baths, vanities. Now, kitchens can get expensive. Your landscaping, that's all a plus. And what's big is the backyard. Look for that entertaining space is always a big plus. And, if you don't have a fence, that's always a plus because it's a reseller. Just little things like that. Hope you've enjoyed our Mother's Day show. I hope everybody's going to have a great weekend. As you know, we're proud sponsor of the Vols, always bringing you the up-to-date real estate information in the marketplace and working hard for you guys, working hard for you. Our team is committed to you guys, and we know there's a lot of choices out there. There's a lot going on, and we're helping a lot of people across the country. So buying, selling real estate. In this day and age, you say, well, we just put a sign in the yard, Ryan, and no big deal. And it's like so much more than that. And it really is. When you venture in real estate, whether that's that short journey, you need somebody on your team. And we talk about teamwork. Teamwork is everything. And in this market, you need a great team. We'd be honored to help you. We're here for you. We're your hometown experts, and we care about you. It's more than a sale, guys. We're part of the family. I always say they'll make you part of the family. So we enjoy you listening to us every week. Every Saturday, talking a little real estate here in the studio. I know my team appreciates you. Thank you for the love. Follow us on social media. We're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. Make sure you subscribe and like. Obviously, if you ever need us, it's 693-SOLD, 693-SOLD. 7 days a week, we're always here for you. And next week, we'll be back at the same time. Look forward to seeing you guys back next Saturday. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and enjoy your weekend.